Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm looking at this. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 from 2023. Hey, it rhymes. Yes. And this was sent to me by Sean, and thank you so much, Sean, for sending this film. And I'll put you a link to your channel in the description. And thank you again. So let's get into this. This is 115 minutes long, so it's quite long, but it sails by. It really does. On Rotten Tomatoes, give it 82%, which I think is pretty good. I think generally there's a lot of favourable love for this film. And it is a really good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is. Now, it was written by James Gunn and directed by James Gunn. James Gunn, of course, directed Guardians of the Galaxy 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2017, he directed them, and the Suicide Squad of 2021. It was made on a budget of $250 million and made at the box office, yes, $845.6 million. Wow. So it was a massive success. And this, I think, came at a time when there was generally a feeling that the quality of Marvel films had dropped and people were getting a bit fed up of them. And this was a refreshing film to come along. Definitely, yeah, because people were just getting fatigued with all this stuff. They really were. Yeah. Now, music is by John Murphy, but of course the music is often, as usual with these films, the soundtrack, all the songs that we love. And again, it's a wonderful selection of songs that you hear throughout. It's great, that bit. That's what I think is one of the great parts about these films, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's maybe why they're amongst my favourite of the whole thing. Yeah, they're such fun. That's it. I think that you feel there's a lot of fun in these films. Now, the film stars Chris Pratt, who once again is playing Peter Quill and Star-Lord. He's got an interesting film career, massive amount of films. Jennifer's Body, 2009. Her, 2013. Then, of course, he was in Jurassic World, 2015. He was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, 2018. It was in Avengers Infinity War, 2018. Avengers Endgame, 2019. Also Jurassic World Dominion, 2022. They're just some of the films that he was in. Great performance, I think, as well in this. Just love it, yeah. And then Zoe Saldana plays Gamora. She's reprising a role again. She was in Star Trek 2009 as Uhura. Brilliant. Avatar 2009. Star Trek Into the Darkness 2013. Excellent. Star Trek Beyond 2016. She was in Avengers Infinity War 2018, Avengers Endgame 2019, and Avatar, again, The Way of the Water 2022. And she's probably going to be in more of the Avatar films to come. Then we've got David Basita. I can never get his name right. I can pronounce it Basita. He plays Drax the Destroyer. I love that name. Again, previously in the films. It was in Riddick 2013, Spectre, the James Bond film 2015, Blade Runner 2049 is in that brilliant sequel, Avengers Infinity War 2018, Avengers Endgame 2019, Dune, yes, he was in the first Dune 2021, and he was in a favourite of mine, yes, he was in Knock at the Cabin 2023 with my favourite, one of my favourite directors that a lot of people is controversial, M. Night Shyamalan, and Dune Part 2 from this year, 2024. What a film that is. It's one of my favourite films of the year so far, this Dune Part 2. Then we've got Karen Gillan playing Nebula again. She was in Oculus 2013, Guardians of the Galaxy 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2017. She was in Avengers Infinity War 2018, Avengers Endgame 2019, and of course I knew her as Amy Pond in Doctor Who between 2010 2013, the 11th Doctor played by Matt Smith. Fantastic. That led on to this Hollywood career from Doctor Who. Fantastic. Then we've got Pom Klementieff, I think, or something like that. She plays Mantis. She was in Old Boy, the remake, American remake, 2013. Avengers Infinity War, 2018. Avengers Endgame, 2019. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2017. And Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning 2023. Yes, she's in the Mission Impossible films. Then we've got Vin Diesel playing Groot. Oh, the voice. Really, it's one great character. Absolutely. Who could not love Groot? Vin Diesel, of course, Pitch Black 2000. And then Triple X 2002, Chronicles of Riddick 2014, Riddick again 2013, and then all those Fast and Furious films. I just can't go through all of them, but yeah, it was right up to the latest one, Fast Furious 10 2023. I think the first one he was in was 2001. Yeah, I don't follow it, but I just know about it. Yes, of course, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2014 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2017. Yes. Then we've got Bradley Cooper, who plays Rocket. Wow, another amazing actor. I can't believe all these films that Bradley Cooper was in. And what a filmographer. Anyhow, Wedding Crashers 2005 is the voice of Rocket. Sorry, I must, before I go into it, yeah, the voice of Rocket. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, Wedding Crashers 2005. The Midnight Meat Train 2008. This is an interesting contrast because that's a horror film. Then the Hangover trilogy. I know he's in that. Hangover 2009, Hangover Part 2 2011, The Hangover Part 2, 3, Part 3 2013. He was in Silver Linings Playbook 2012, which was a very popular film. American Sniper, of course, 2014. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 2017, Avengers Infinity War 2018, Avengers Endgame 2019, and of course, the highly acclaimed A Star is Born with Lady Gaga 2018, who's in that. Licorice Pizza, of another popular film, 2021. And, of course, Maestro from 2023, which is extremely popular. Leonard Bernstein's biography. Yep. Then we've got, no, I'm very good at pronouncing this, Chucky Woody Hiwuji, who plays the High Evolutionary. Yeah, no. He was in John Wick Chapter 2. Yes. And Daniel Isn't Real. It's a very good film. That's from 2019. But of course, here we are again. Doctor Who. Yes. Doctor Who, the impossible impossible astronaut. 2011, Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. Another very important story, actually, that is the impossible astronaut. He was in that. There we are. And then lots of other TV shows and TV appearances and films and all that stuff. And I'd just like to mention, of course, once again, Sylvester Stallone makes an appearance as Stacker O'Gorda. Yes, this is what Marvel seems to do, pick up all these actors who love making these cameo roles, and there he is. He just pops in there and there. Yes, so that's good. Locations: Atlanta, USA, Georgia, USA, and London as well. All the filmings, but because a lot of sets are all built in the studio. They spend a lot of the money on these wonderful sets, and of course there's the special effects as well that are used, and yeah, it always looks good on screen. So I think I'm not going to go into details much about this film, because in essence this story is really this one. It concentrates on Rocket. It's all surrounding Rocket, because Rocket gets injured, is in a life-threatening situation. They've got to try and get him the help he needs so he can recover, and there's various complications involved. But the great thing about this, and it adds a lot of emotional depth in many ways to this, we get the backstory about Rocket, and it makes the film for me. It really does, because you learn so much about it, and it's about, I suppose you could say, about animal cruelty experiments and all those awful things that happen. And this is really good. I mean, this isn't a Marvel film, and it totally elevates this film, which is just a normally and this is it's just a wonderful, enjoyable film. But there's a little bit of depth here to the film, I think, and I really enjoyed it. I think for me, these Guardians of the Galaxy films are about the best thing that Marvel produce, and they've produced a lot of things that have been good. I suppose you can argue. I think maybe Captain America series is a good series of films. Iron Man entertaining as well, but these are really quite special, I think, because we've had it. I personally have had enough of a lot of the other stuff that's I just got fed up, and Thor and all that I don't like really much at all. But these are really good, and I think for me this is like a good way to end on Marvel, unless they'd come back and produce some really good things again. But this is a good way to end for me. Great film. Absolutely love this film. And thank you, Sean, for sending it to me. I really appreciate it, because I've loved it. It's one that I've wanted to get anyhow in my collection. And now I'm glad I've got it. So before I go, I'll just show you a copy. There it is. So 4K. Picture looks absolutely fantastic. It just pops. It just wonderful. There's the cover again, back there. And then we've got 2 discs here. See the discs there. Brilliant. Absolutely loved it. And that's it. Yes, that's it. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and we'll let you know when I produce all these videos. Just look in the playlist if you want to see what I do. I do a lot of film reviews and a lot of TV series, also some music as well. Often with a nostalgia base as well. And if you got any comments, please put your comments about this particular video and give it a like, because a like will get it out onto YouTube, and hopefully other people then will enjoy it. That'll be great. Thank you. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.